All right, so since the end of the last stream, I have done a little bit of stuff, not too much stuff. I've done a tad bit of mining over in the mining dimension here. I thought out some torches so that hopefully we don't just get overrun by mobs as soon as night falls, or if we come through to the mining dimension during the evening. And I've also done a little bit of mining over here. Not a whole lot. We haven't gone quite as far down as we did before, but we got some stuff. There's some Certus quartz on the walls here that I haven't quite mined yet, mostly because I don't think we have any use for it at the moment. And you can see our iron pickaxe is completely broken. And that's about it, actually. I haven't done all that much since the end of last episode because I want to do a lot of it here on the stream. So, if we come back through to here, and we head on through over here, we set this up at the end of the last stream. We've got our mechanism tank, which is holding all of our lava. Over here, we've got a cobblestone generator, which is feeding cobblestone into our smeltery. That cobblestone is then getting turned into the seared brick, which we can then craft up into seared bricks. You can see we've got quite a few of them now in this chest, like so. And then we can stick these down to make our smeltery just that little bit bigger. I did also quickly fill up the tank for the smeltery between episodes as well. I put a bit more lava from here into here. It was quite exhilarating. Here is an instant replay of what that looked like. Boom. And boom. That is exactly, like, click for click how that worked. So that's pretty much everything that I have done since the end of the last stream. I think that's about it. I found this paper cone in my inventory, and I didn't have any idea where it was from, but it is now occurring to me here in the moment that the fish and chips probably gave us that. Like, if I was to eat some fish and chips, I'm assuming we get the paper cone back. So how do you make fish and chips? I'm assuming it's a paper cone with some fish and some French fries. Well, that makes complete sense, which is just a baked potato cut. All right. Okay. Well, if you want to make French fries, that's how we do it. Let me quickly dump some cobblestone into here. And I also put some coke. I put some coal into the coke oven so that we could get a little bit of coal coke, but most importantly, so that we could get a little bit of creosote, because the creosote oil takes a little bit of time, and we do need quite a bit of it today to make some of the treated wood. It doesn't turn night in the mining dimension? Really? Whoa, can somebody corroborate this story? Because unless that's been changed just specifically for this mod pack, I have seen it be nighttime in the mining dimension. I've used it in previous packs, like, because this is a really nice place to get mobs because it's so open. Yeah, it's all day if I'm not mistaken. What? What? That's incredible. All right, well, in that case, then I guess all my torches were a waste of time. I can pick them all back up. How much have I missed? Pretty much nothing. We have basically just started. The reason why I'm coming over here, by the way, to this tree, which is mineral logs from Integrated Dynamics, is because somebody in the comment section mentioned that this wood is actually quite useful, and also it is very blue. I would like these if these were Sphax. There might be a Sphax patch for it somewhere, but someone did mention, let me see here real quick, what can I use this for? I cannot remember specifically what they said. They said that we can use it to make torches. Maybe if I craft the wood into... Nope, that makes a button. All right. Maybe it's the trees? Maybe I'm just losing my mind? Although I'm fairly certain that somebody in the comment section mentioned that we could chop down this tree and get something useful out of it. Like, we could use it to make torches of some kind. No, that definitely doesn't work. All right. Chop the tree leaves. Okay, let me quickly chop this tree down so that the leaves start to decay, and hopefully we'll get some useful stuff here. Because I think they said that we can use it to make torches easily, which we don't really need now because we've got a decent supply of coal. But fruit from the leaves. But what we can do is we can use the fruit from the leaves to make some kind of energy cell, I think. If I'm not mistaken, if the person in the comment section, and also by extension the people in the chat here, are not lying to me. Mineral torches, I search it. Here we go. Mineral torches. Mineral. Nope, that's not how you spell mineral. It needs an N. Mineral torches. Oh yeah, look at this. So we need mineral berries, which are from, the mineral leaves. Okay, and then also apparently we can use these mineral berries to make some kind of energy cell of some kind. Maybe? Maybe not. Am I losing it? Let me see here. Mineral saplings. Can we use this for anything? No. Mineral chunk? Energy battery. Yeah, we can use it with a block of redstone to make an energy battery that can hold 100,000 redstone flux. But for that, we need a crystallized mithril chunk, which I'm guessing... oh, it's just a squeezer. Oh, I see. So that's actually not too bad. The whole idea of this, by the way, and the reason why I'm looking at it is because it's a nice, cheap, early game way of storing redstone flux. We do have to have the atomic reconstructor, though, from Actual Editions, which... how bad is this? Reinforced iron from calculator, enriched gold from calculator. So I think we're a little bit far away from this being something that we can do, and it's probably not something that we're going to work on in today's episode, but we'll chop down a few trees here, and we might as well get everything that we can get from this tree. Look at this, we are getting a couple of these crystallized chunks now, which is good. Why would the people in chat lie, Kappa Fish? Yeah, I don't know. It's not like I'm live on Twitch and they'd... get a kick out of watching me make a fool out of myself for like 30 minutes trying to make torches from a tree. How ridiculous does that sound? Anyway, let's pick all this stuff up. This thing is going to slowly decay here, which is fine. We'll come back and we'll see if that's got some more stuff for us a little bit later on down the line. So, the big thing in the industrial age, at least to start with here, is the steel. We need to make a lot of steel. It says here at the top, the next goal is making steel to be able to craft flint and steel to get to the nether. That's not necessarily true. We don't have to go to the nether so early on, but we can do if we want so. And here it says, you're now ready to build your first machines from Industrial Craft 2. For that, you need rubber trees, and you need to make a forge hammer with treated sticks, and you also need to make some creosote oil from the coke oven. Plates need 2 ingots, so you should make the metal former pretty quickly here, and of course, a macerator to double your ores. I was hoping to get a little bit more mining done between streams, because we do need to get 8 diamonds before we can get the macerator up and running, and the macerator, I think, is the first place in the game where we can really start to double our ores, but... if we don't get it, it's fine. We might try and get the tool forge at some point in today's stream as well, just so we can maybe get into making a hammer to try and make mining just a little bit less grindy. But again, we do need quite a bit of steel, and we do need a compressor, we need all kinds of stuff. And so, before we get too far ahead of ourselves, let us look at getting a tree tap. Anyone who's played with Industrial Craft 2 before will recognize the tree tap. Thankfully, the recipe has not been changed. And this thing basically allows us to get sticky resin from our rubber trees. Now, I don't see any... Ooh, is that a rubber tree? I'm going to make a tree tap real quick, and then we're going to have to go on a bit of a journey. And also, I'm going to quickly dump like all of my stuff here into this inventory, and I'm also going to throw some iron into here. I think it might be worthwhile just kind of turning this off for now. And by turning it off, I mean, first of all, crafting up my iron pickaxe again so that it is usable in the tool station, kapow and kaboom, and then getting rid of this cobblestone generator like that. We do have a bunch of cobblestone backed up in here, so I am also going to take this out for now and put it back into our storage drawer. And then for the time being, I'm just going to throw our iron ore in there. It's going to take a little while to go through all of the cobblestone that's already in there, but once it does, we should have a nice chest full of seared bricks, as well as some iron ingots when we come back, which is good. So, let me see here. Do we have some oak wood? We do. We can get rid of some more stuff out of our inventory as well. We can keep a hold of that for now, I guess. That's fine. And then we'll go boom. And we'll make a few of these just in case we come across quite a lot of rubber wood on our travels. And now, we basically just have to go out and see if we can find a rubber wood. Now, it would be beneficial if we could bring that rubber wood home so we don't have to go adventuring out every time we need some. And now, unfortunately, I don't see any that's in the immediate area here. I thought that was going to be some. It's actually just birch wood, which, I mean, it's great, don't get me wrong, but it's not really what I'm after. So let's go see here. We're looking for the trees that have the little bit of like 2 extra leaves on the top. They kind of poke up a little bit. I would rather jump across the treetops than go down into the forest, because the forest is going to be very dark and there are going to be mobs all over the place. We got a bit of a birch jungle over there, and oh, look at this. Here we go. Here we go. We got a swamp situation. That was not what I wanted to do. But we've got some more trees in the distance. Once we find a tree tap, or a bit of sticky resin even, if we right click with the tree tap, kapow, we get some sticky resin. Nice. We can smelt this up into rubber, which is going to be used in a bunch of the Industrial Craft 2 recipes. We do want to get ourselves an extractor as soon as possible, because the extractor is going to allow us to triple the amount of rubber that we get out of each piece of sticky resin. But to make the extractor, we do have to get a basic machine casing, but I don't think this is going to be all too hard. We just need some plates, which is fairly easy. I think we might also need a redstone reception coil in order to make the chip in the middle there, but I think everything in there is fairly doable. And also, I'm just going to quickly grab this little bit of sugarcane, because I've kind of got, I don't know, this misconception that sugarcane's hard to find, because I always cannot find sugarcane when I need it, and then when I don't need it, it's everywhere. So now I just grab it where possible. And also, the extractor allows us to turn rubber wood into sticky resin or into rubber as well. It's only a 1-to-1 ratio, but it's just extra rubber that we can use, which is pretty great. Right now, we're on the hunt for as much of this sticky resin as we can humanly find. We gotta be careful. It's weird. It flies out sometimes. And also, oh wow, that came back really quick. Look at that. So the sticky resin does come back. So you'll see here that it leaves kind of like a little imprint on the tree. If we right click this again a few times, it does have a chance to give us more sticky resin. But if we leave it, what will happen is over time, if we come back, more sticky resin will be here again. And so what we can do is if we take all of these trees down and take some rubber tree saplings back to our base, which Thad Boy thankfully has already done for us, we can actually get a rubber tree farm growing at our base, which will hopefully give us a nice constant supply of sticky resin. TY. I'm still going to chop down a few of these trees here, but thankfully we should have a couple more saplings by the time we get back, thanks to Thad Boy there. Make sure you get the saplings. I am aware, I'm on it. Isaac used copper for tool bindings. In all caps. Why? Why do we need to, what does copper tool bindings give us that, I think we're using stone tool bindings right now, that stone tool bindings don't? Is it just more durability maybe? Because as of right now, I'm not really inclined to rebuild my tools. Also, question, Twitch, chat, can you replace the binding on a tool like you can replace, the pickaxe head? And also, we are heading through the darkness here. Where's my sword? Here it is. Yeah, because like if I make a new pickaxe head and I craft it in the tool station with my pickaxe, can I then do the same thing with the binding? You can replace parts of the tool, gaming. So I'm assuming that's a yes. We can make a copper binding and then add it to our tool kind of retroactively like we did with the head. Wow, I did not know that was the case. I thought that we had to, oh, hello. Thad Boy, have you... Oh, hello, thank you very much. TY, again. We've got 18 rubber tree saplings, I like it. But yeah, that's cool. So we will... Actually, yeah, I didn't know that was the case. Has that been the case forever, or is that like a new thing? It's probably been the case forever, and I've just freaking not noticed it. All right, let me clear out. I'm not a huge fan of these little pools of water that we have kind of all over here, but let me clear out a bit of grass here for a couple of reasons. One, I'm also going to turn down the freaking volume. Actually, I'll turn it back up because it's probably fine on your end. I'm just going to turn down my headphones there. I'm going to get rid of this grass. One, because it messes up the bitrate when I start like looking at all this grass. Twitch doesn't like it whatsoever. But also we need a little bit of space here for all of our rubber trees, which are going to set up our early game rubber tree farm. Try and dodge all of the torches. New since 1.10? Ah, okay. That makes me feel less silly about the whole idea. Less silly indeed. All right, so I'm not quite sure how far away these have to be, but I guess we'll give them a little bit of space. If we do something like this, then like 1, 2, 3, boom, 1, 2, 3, boom. Maybe like 1, 2, 3, boom. This is probably like too much space. You can probably get away with 2 like that. 1, 2, 3, boom. 1, 2, 3, boom. There we go. All right, this seems fine. We'll do that, and then we'll do this, and this, and this. How many do we have left? 8 more. 1, 2, 3. Do I want to clear? Yeah, you know what? We'll do a little bit of clearing here. We'll get rid of like this, and we'll try and flatten out the area around us just a little bit. Don't forget, Isaac, to put the torches back down. You can give the tool extra effects with a slime crystal and a gold block, I think it is. Has that changed? I know it used to be... Oh my goodness, it looks like... there's more water under here. I know it used to be a diamond and a gold block for extra modifiers. We should really add modifiers to our tools, though. Maybe add some redstone to our pickaxe to make it just a little bit faster, maybe. And then once we get to the nether, maybe add some nether quartz to our sword to make that a little bit stronger. Make it do some more damage. Both of those not terrible ideas. I like the fact that that tree has already grown. That is good. And so basically with these guys, we're not going to chop them down, at least not yet anywhere, like we did in the other dimension. Instead, all we're going to do is we're going to just get rid of all of the leaves on the tree, and hopefully it has some resin on it. If it doesn't have resin, we'll chop it down and we'll build it back up. But if it does have resin on it, we're going to tap it once, and this tree does have resin, which is good. We're going to tap it once, we're going to get the rubber off it. Once we have the rubber, we're just going to leave it. And after an unspecified period of time, the rubber should come back. So we tap that, We leave the little like dot there that you can kind of hardly see, but we leave that doing its thing, and then eventually we will come back and there should be more sticky resin on this tree for us to collect. But enough rubber wood for now, enough rubber wood talk, I guess, for now. We've chopped down so many rubber wood trees and done so much with our rubber wood. Let's come back here. Do we have what it takes to make the extractor? So for the extractor, 4 tree taps, easy enough. A machine casing, which is also easy enough. So for that, we do need to make a tool. No, we need to make a forge hammer, I believe is what it's called. Yes, we need this guy over here, which requires 5 iron ingots and 2 treated sticks, which are made from treated wood, which is, of course, a bucket of creosote oil surrounded by, I think, any kind of plank will do. So if we grab one of our buckets, quickly grab some of the creosote that we made in our coke oven. It looks like you get 500 millibuckets of creosote for every 1 piece of coal that you turn into cold coke. So we can grab some of this. Oh no, we have to do it in here, I guess. Yeah, there we go. And then we can craft that up with our dark oak planks, like so. Kapow. And then if we just craft those up like this, and then like this, we should have a bunch of iron left for us over here because the smeltery has been hard at work whilst we have been away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stick those into the crafting station, and I believe we have ourselves a forge hammer. Nice. So it's going to be pretty expensive here because to make the machine frame, we need like 16 iron, which we don't have. Unfortunately, we do not have 16 iron because each of the, I don't want to type in machine, I want to type in extractor, which I apparently cannot spell. To make the machine frame, we need 8 iron plates, and each iron plate, for now at least, requires 2 iron ingots. Eventually, we can make the metal farmer, which allows us to turn 1 iron ingot into 1 iron plate at the cost of some redstone, or the cost of some power, I should say. You can use redstone in this bottom slot as an early game source of EU if you don't have like a generator set up. But for now, I guess we're going to have to do some more mining. We can also either use an electronic circuit from Industrial Craft 2 or a basic control circuit from Mechanism. How hard is the metallurgic infuser to make? Hard, because we need a block of steel. So it looks like we have to make the electronic circuit from Industrial Craft 2 first. Thankfully, this one is a little bit easier. 2 redstone, 6 insulated copper coil, which are made with copper cable, which are made with plates that are then put through the cutter, which is made with iron plates and iron. Flipping heck, pardon me. We need so much iron. All right, guys, I am going to quickly make another chest because, wow, our chest is completely full. Can I make one of these chests? It might be a complete waste of resources, and I do apologize if that is the case, and people are shouting at me in Twitch right now. Isaac should build a pagoda. Hashtag I agree. Actually, I don't know if the hashtag I agree was a response to Isaac should build a pagoda or hashtag Isaac is a hobo, which I mean is also true, I guess. Oh, I got an achievement, a little trophy for the forge hammer. Let's put it down like my bed. Oh my goodness, look at that. I like that. I like that a lot. I'm hoping there are more of those, I guess, throughout the pack here. So let me get rid. I should keep my steak. We'll get rid of this. We'll hold on to that. We'll hold on to our hatchet, which needs fixing. And I think that's about it. We don't really need to hold on to much of anything else in here. We should keep our torches, and our torches. And I guess, guys, we're going to have to go and do a little bit of mining because we just don't have the resources yet to actually make this happen. And we need like quite a bit of iron to get into Industrial Craft 2. Let me grab a little bit of cobblestone from our cache here. That's not a cache, it's a storage drawer. Over to the tool station. We'll do this one, like so. These 2 are fine, so I guess we'll leave that for now. And let us head on through into the mining dimension to do a little bit of mining. Here we go. How hard is it to build a Buildcraft quarry? Buildcraft is not in this pack, so we can't build a Buildcraft quarry that way. I know it would be nice to try and get some mining done automatically. I guess we have one quarry installed, which is the quarry from Extra Utilities. This is the Quantum Quarry, which is extremely hard to make and not something that we're going to be making anytime soon. There is, however, the miner from Industrial Craft 2, the miner and the advanced miner, which is actually not that bad. I also think we have the one from Progressive Automation as well, which is actually even easier. Ooh, you know what? Give me a second, guys. Instead of doing this, why go and do the traditional Minecraft thing of doing some just like straight up mining? Oh yeah, and the vertical miner, that's a good point. The actual edition's vertical miner, which I'm assuming, by the way, is like also real expensive. Vertical miner. Yeah. Yeah, it requires an empowered void crystal as well as a drill. The drill in and of itself is pretty expensive. So we'll get to that in the future. But the miners from Progressive Automation do require coal, and they're not the best things in the world. But they're better than mining. Like, they are still automated. And also, yeah, we actually have the digital miner. There were so many miners, aren't there? We've got the digital miner from Mechanism as well. Wow, that thing is so expensive. It even requires the quantum quarry in order to make it. I'm assuming that this recipe is the only one that works, although I don't know this one. Yeah, I'm assuming this recipe is the only one that works because the other one looks significantly easier than having to make the quantum quarry first. Yes, Ender.io is in the pack. It is indeed. It is indeed. Ender.io is in the pack, but it's expensive, I believe. So if we look at like the alloy smelter, the recipe for this thing hasn't changed, but we need to go through the carpenter, I guess, to make the machine chassis, which requires an iron casing, which means we need to go through actually additions to get to this. We also need to go through industrial craft, I believe, to get some steel for that. And we also need a basic capacitor, which has been changed a little bit. We have to go through forestry. The thermionic fabricator, what a machine. It's been a while since I've used that thing. Is the cauldron the same? It is. Okay, so really the only hard part about this is the machine chassis here. Yeah, we need the empowerer from actually additions. It's not too bad. It's not terrible, but it's doable, but not yet. I believe that is in a different age. Which age is that? Once we get to the Ender age, we're currently in the industrial age. We've got a few ages to go before we can get to Ender.io. So for now, let me see about making one of these miners, because I think we can probably do this. So we have to start with the wooden miner, which thankfully is fairly easy to make. I am, however, going to have to chop down just a few of these trees here so that we can get enough wood to set this up. But once we have that, we might be able to get this going, because we've got a fair bit of coal, and hopefully the idea is that we would get enough coal to kind of sustain the miner on its own. Maybe it gets more coal than it uses. All right, let's get a couple of dark oak wood. Let's craft up ourselves a chest. Just the one will be fine. A furnace, super easy. We then need a wooden pickaxe, also super duper easy. I'm fairly certain we should have some spare sticks in here. We do. Let us craft up those like that and like that. Nice, and then we should be able to fairly easily, I think, craft up the stone variation as well. We are going to have to get some more sticks, but that's fine. Kaboom, and kaboom? No, we're missing stone. Okay, that is fine. We got so much cobblestone, it is not even funny. Here we go, boom. Oh, no, we need actual stone, I guess. Oh, look at that, we've already got some actual stone. I'm actually way ahead of you guys. And then we might even be able to go as far as getting the iron version, to be fair, because it's just 9, and then 6 more, 15 iron, and then 3 more is 18 iron, and we don't have quite enough iron to make that work. But let me see about this. If I was to put this, just right here on the floor, and if we were to, for example, I don't think you can put this in there, to a level too high. Okay, let me see. Oh, so can I... I'm going to assume that I can only put in a stone tool because it is a stone miner. Right, that makes sense. And if we put in a little bit of coal here, deep hole incoming, really? Okay, hold on. Hold on. hold on. Let's not, hold on. We might need a special card in order to make it not, dig a hole in the floor. So let me quickly change this. Isaac with his streaming schedule is always ahead of me. Oh, right, I'm ahead of him in the pack. I see. So let's try this over here. We'll do it like this, and like this. Is that gonna... I don't think it digs a hole. I think it digs out... Not ready, need cobble. Oh, it needs cobblestone to fill in. Needs a shovel. Okay. Because I think, if I'm not mistaken, that it should just dig out the ores. I don't think it's gonna actually dig like a massive hole in the floor. Maybe? I guess we're gonna find out here. I'm fairly certain that it doesn't. But somebody in chat has got me scared here, so I'm going to quickly craft up. That's not what I want to do. I wanted to craft up a shovel to throw in there as well, which I think it's going to get us the dirt. Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, okay, that's fine. So it's going to mine all the way down here. It's got a range of 1, which means I'm fairly certain that it just mines directly straight down. It doesn't mine in like a large area around it, which is not the best. I mean, it means we will have to move it over and over and over again to get more stuff. But if we go to progressive automation, we can make upgrades, right? Now, which upgrade do we need? I'm guessing we need like these upgrades to make this happen. We need like a wooden upgrade, and then a stone upgrade, iron upgrade, diamond upgrade, wither upgrade, RF engine adds a fuel slot so it can be powered by redstone flux. Okay. Does the miner explode? I don't think so. I mean, hopefully not. How expensive is this? Oh, we've already been through this. It's too expensive is the answer. So, I mean, this works. We can do this, and it does give us stuff that we need, but it is a little slow. You can see we just kind of made a pillar there now of cobblestone. We can do the same thing like over and over again here, and it will get us very slowly and at the cost of some fuel. Needs cobblestone, of course it does. There we go. Also, it mines everything that is not stone slash cobblestone. Yeah, I believe so. It mines everything and then replaces everything with cobblestone. So it'll just replace it with like a big cobblestone wall going from here all the way down. It says 77. That is because, yeah, we're at Y level 80 here. So I'm pretty sure it goes all the way down to bedrock. But because we've got the stone version, it will only mine things that require a stone pickaxe. So you could do with a few of those miners, eh? I guess so, yeah. I mean, what we could really do with is just some upgrades so we could make the range wider. So, I mean, this was interesting, but I don't think we should use it, at least not now, at least not until we can get some of the upgrades. Once we get some upgrades for it, once we get into actual editions, they might be a good way to get some renewable resources. But for now, I think that just going down and mining is going to be significantly faster than what we were doing before. The reason I'm heading back, by the way, before we go and drop down into that void is because we've got some sapphires at home. And I don't know if you remember from yesterday's stream, I did mention that we can actually use those as a source of armor. And so if we put those, if we craft those together, get ourselves some armor, we can then hopefully fight off those zombies a little bit more effectively. Let's see here. We've got 8 sapphires and 8 peridots. So let's quickly do something like this. Hopefully this is fairly good armor. Also, before we do that, let's check real quick. Do we need this for anything super important? Do we need this dust for anything? It doesn't look like we do. We can use it to make more sapphires, I guess. And do we need those plates for anything? I don't think we do. Okay, I think we can fairly safely here make this chest plate, make some leggings. Don't quite have enough to make everything else, but that is going to significantly increase our armor without using any of our iron, which is great. Get rid of some of this trash that we've got in our inventory. I'll keep a hold of these. Actually, I guess we could make like a ruby boots. Like this, maybe? Oh, yeah, look at that. Look at that. We've got quite the rainbow suit on right now. I don't think it looks half bad, actually. I think it looks pretty good. Look at that. I love it. Hopefully, we will not die as we head down here. So I did hear some zombies, and I do see the black quartz on the floor there. We need so many more torches. Did I bring any wood down with me? I did. Okay. Was there a zombie behind me there? I felt like I could hear it. I do see all the ores around here as well. We will come back and pick all that stuff up. We got some iron ore a bit further down, some copper ore. Look at this. So I saw one of these in like whilst I was playing around in like a test world. First of all, we've got some kind of green liquid, which is terrifying. Is it just water? It's just water in a weird biome, a mining biome. Oh yeah, of course we're in the mining dimension, aren't we? But then we've got like these weird. Oh, there's an emerald. I love it, and a block of osmium. A lot of osmium, actually. But we've got this, like, weird underground, like, forest of some kind. It's on. I'm not quite sure what's up with that. But anyway, we'll head back through here. Okay. We won't die in the mining dimension. That's right, we won't. I have no plans whatsoever of dying in the mining dimension here. My plan is to get some iron. We need to get quite a lot of iron, actually, because until we can get a macerator and until we can start doubling our ingots, we're going to need so much iron, and we're going to have to pump it all through the smeltery, and we need a ton. We need an absolute ton of it. What do we need for the macerator? So I know that the quest book says that we need 8 diamonds. We need a block cutting blade, which requires 8 diamonds. Would you look at that? And then other than that, it's fairly simple. It's the same old stuff. So we need 8 diamonds. We should be able to get that with, and we shouldn't be using this pickaxe either. We should be able to get that with our iron pickaxe here. The question is just how lucky we get, really. All right, I want to kind of continue on. We've got more stuff here, but I really... Do we want to try and fight these guys down here? You know what? Yeah, sure. Why not? We've got this new armor. We've got all this stuff. We've got 32 torches. I'm ready to go. Let's go fight these guys, or at least try and fight these guys. And let's also get a little bit of bauxite here for some more aluminium as and when we need it. Okay. Because I want to get some of this stuff that's down here. I do also want to go a bit further down. Right now we're at Y level 29. I'd like to get down to about Y level 16 so that hopefully we can start to try and find some diamonds, of course. This guy does have armor on because we do have mechanism installed. We can't get our critical hits because he's got the tree blocking him. Here we go. Bang. Nope. I don't know if there's like a... Oh, there we go. I don't know if there's like a visual effect on the critical hit, but whether or not there is, we have killed him. He is deceased. Let's do a quick F7 here so we can make sure that no more mobs are spawning. There was a creeper here mere moments ago. I have no idea where in the world that creeper has gone, but it scares me a little bit. So I'm not too bothered about grabbing all of this osmium just yet, as long as we like remember where this is, and we can come back and get some more osmium in the future. That should be fine. Like, there's a ton of osmium here for some reason. I have no idea why. The emeralds are really nice, because normally emeralds are incredibly hard to find. I have to go and like travel out to an extreme hills biome before I can do it. But here we go. Why do you put torches in your offhand? We can do. We did this last stream, didn't we? The reason why I haven't been doing it is I keep right-clicking by accident and just wasting my torches. Is kind of the main reason why. Let's turn F7 off. Do we have some cobblestone? We do. I want to kind of nerd pull up to, not that. I want to nerd pull up like this and get some of this iron here. Nom nom nom. That is incredibly true. We should eat our steak. While waiting for the tss. I'm telling you, that creeper is still here somewhere. He's waiting patiently in the winds for me to let my guard down so he can come over and just freaking blow the hell out of me. All right, here we go. Here we go. So let's head on back through to where we came from, I guess. I'm not bothered about collecting any of this wood. We've got more than enough wood in the overworld. I'm going to just try and continue the staircase that we had. I'm going to try, oh gosh, I mean, I say that. The staircase, oh no, it's not here, is it? Where is our staircase? Is it a bit, oh gosh, I'm so lost right now. It's over here, right? Yeah, okay, so our staircase is like right here. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do that. I can hear again another zombie, although I did light up this entire area, so I have no idea where in the world that is. But let's continue on like this, and let's see if we can't get a little bit further down, closer to something like Y level 16 or 12 maybe. And also, let's grab this copper. So we can try and get some diamonds, get some more iron, and then try, hopefully, to get into some of the industrial craft too. Because I said at the beginning of the stream, I don't know if you remember, that we might be able to complete the industrial area on this stream. And I don't know about you, but it's looking less and less likely the more that we go on here. But we will persist, we will continue on, and we will see about getting to the end of this era. Hopefully we can make it possible.